Hello. I'm here and I have my coffee and I hope you have your coffee too. Post the shit. Come on, YouTube. You fucking post the sip emotes in the chat. Add a space between them because YouTube sucks. There we go. How's it going, guys? Oh, and if you're too poor to afford the sip emotes, just post the regular coffee emote too. That's also pretty good. What's going on? How you guys doing? Mmm. Coffee, man. That's good. What's up, my friends? Should I read yesterday's super chats now? Or should I wait for Lilith? I know I got 3 before, so I'll start with those. Doot yourself 5 pounds. Why are you short? Just grow, Lamau. I'll get those leg extension surgeries. Artemis Fowl for $2. Dev's hiding from his chat yet again. Artemis Fowl for $5. Evil cannot create anything new. They can only corrupt and ruin what good forces have invented or made. That's true. That's pretty much true, yeah. Are you ready for blood sports today, Dev? We haven't forgotten about yesterday. Thanks, Turtle Lamborghini. What's up? Oh, happy birthday, Tweedledee. Happy birthday. Want me to read them now? I could, send the ones to Lilith. For Lilith, to Lilith, maybe. Now, you know what? I kind of feel bad reading them without her, because a lot of them are for her, you know? Yeah, I feel bad reading these, and I want to wait for Lilith. The TERFs are inherently leftist. The 19th will be repealed. I know Lilith and I fight over that topic a lot. It's really funny. There are definitely some people who watch me who think that Lilith is my taskmaster and she's mind fucked me, or I'm simping for her or something, and all of my opinions come from her. Dude, Lilith and I fight all the time. Lilith thinks that that TERFs are on the right, and I don't think they're on the right at all. And we've had long arguments about this shit, man. Karma's camera, yes. Yes. I can't believe Dev did a President Sunday and ran from chat. God fucking damn it. Fuck you. Oh, I'm. Oh, man. Oh, that was a good stretch. That was a good stretch. You do simp for her? No. No, I don't. I do not simp for anyone. I don't even simp for my own girlfriend. I was going to say I don't simp anyone except for Naomi, but I don't even simp for her. I don't simp. I should create a separate Dev and Lilith super chat catch up stream that turns into its own show. Oh no, I don't want to go the Adam and Sitch route. I might stream some more Zelda tonight, guys. I'm really enjoying my time with Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, if there's one thing that I do simp for, it's not Lilith, it's not any other tranny, it is for Nintendo. And my god, am I enjoying my time in Tears of the Kingdom. So I might stream some more Tears of the Kingdom tonight. I'm glad the narrative has been established, Dev. Fuck off, Artemis. My Twitter history says otherwise. What do you mean? What do you mean my Twitter history says otherwise? Like, I don't think there's that many porn likes in my likes tab or anything like that. Who am I simping for? Mr. Bruh for £5. Thank you. Have you seen JJ McCullough's newest video about online political discourse? I think you'd really like it. I did see that. It was good. I also felt personally attacked. The turfs of the kingdom. Oh, God. Dev Sims for Gerudo link. I'm really enjoying my time in Tears of the Kingdom. Honestly, I should have been writing some scripts, and I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom instead. I have like 4 scripts that are in various states of completion that I should probably get out this coming week, and I'm like, I feel like playing Zelda. I have been so unproductive this past week. It's been all Zelda all the time. I've been getting pegged. No, God damn it. Tidge Sims for Gerudo Link. Tidge, just because you are Gerudo Link. Oh god, there's a frost advisory tonight. I gotta put the fucking tarp on the garden again. God damn it. Okay. Name the scripts. Well, one of them is I do actually want to do. I do want to talk about that black guy who got choked out and died on the New York subway. I do want to talk about that white woman who almost got her bike stolen by a black man, and the internet blamed her for it. I want to talk about that. I do want to talk about the concept of safe horny. I think I might do something on the Powerpuff Girls reboot. And of course, I want to do a Dissecting a Degenerate on Dylan Mulvaney. Those are all scripts that are sitting in current states of like completion. And I'm just like, should I do this? No, I'm gonna go play Zelda. God damn it. But at least I'll stream my playing of Zelda, so that's something at least. So I know that not all of you watch the gaming streams, but at least I'll stream them. At least I'll stream them. At least. You can't keep running from the trucker video. You can't do it. £5 from Dracus Luthos. Thank you. Hi, Dev. I'm getting Tears of the Kingdom for my birthday. Is it more like the old Zeldas? Also, you're not short. I'm 5'5", 5'8" with my hair. It is a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, and it is just more Breath of the Wild, dude. The trucker video will come out. Okay, here's the thing. I made a deal with you guys like a year ago that every single time you ask about the trucker video, I add one more day to its release date. And since you've been asking more than once a day, so it's your fault it's never coming out. Sorry. It's not my fault. It'll come out when it comes out. $2 from C. Thomas. Penis. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, pal. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. I've been playing Zelda. Oh! I'll be honest, I only watch the gaming streams because Dev is hella quiet and I take a nap. You just fall asleep to it? You need to initiate correction on Spooky first. Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild take. Will do, buddy. Will do. So, the delays will continue until morale improves. Exactly. That deal was only mentioned last week, Dev. You don't have to. What do you mean? Artemis, I've been saying this for like 6 months now, buddy. I know you're not paying attention, but that's okay. Okay, listen. Listen, guys. Oh, another bit of news before I get started. Naomi's recovery is slow going, but happening. She's she went back to work today. I think she shouldn't have gone back to work today, but she went back to work today. She's still in a lot of pain. Her head's still swollen up, but less than it was. She's moved on to eating like before she was just like drinking like protein shakes and like liquid food. She's eating soft food now. Now she's eating like mashed potatoes or soup, you know. She's eating like really soft mac and cheese, you know. She's she is she's slowly recovering. She is better than she was, but it's going to be a long time. She's not going to be 100% until probably early to mid June. And I don't know when she'll be back on the gaming stream. I don't know, but she'll be back. Is Nui the trans one? No, fuck you. God damn it. Adhere to Lady Columbia, $10. Thank you. This automatically makes me an enemy of the right, but the population class might actually be helpful. Surplus of housing, land, products, and modern tech efficiency may help to calm modern stress. Partially, yes, Lady Columbia. The reason that Europe moved away from feudalism was because of the Black Plague, and there were so few serfs that lords were actually like bidding on serfs. They were willing to like give them more rights to secure their labor because their labor was so valuable. And that ended up for the first time in history there was actually way too much work to be done and not enough workers to do it. And so that gave workers actual like buying power, and that's one of the reasons that Europe moved away from feudalism. So population collapse, despite its obvious negativities, does also come with some benefits, yes, long term. Also, no, Naomi's not trans, though Naomi also likes trans girls, but Naomi's not trans. She is a cis woman. She is a female. She's a femoid. £2 from Dracus. You should have a Lilith and Naomi stream. Their Landry gear for $5. My issue with that thought is that liberalism will not be the winner in that fight. It will likely be Islam or South America. Yeah, in a population collapse, there might not be enough people in the liberal West to actually make sure the liberal West survives, right? Dev is the trans one, and Dev is named Naomi, and Dev is dating Lilith. What is this? What is this weird lore you guys are writing? Lives in Dev's walls specifically. I tell Naomi I hope she feels better soon. Thanks, man. Appreciated. $10 from Artemis Fowl. Lefties are too short-sighted to understand the long-term effects of population collapse in favor of immediate gratification, especially when you can't buy homes due to BlackRock buying everything. I know what you mean, man. I agree. Dev, you both know you don't want to make the trucker video. No, Colin, here's the thing. It is a big, daunting project at this point with all the amount of data and information that I've saved up. It is a daunting project, but I've made daunting projects before. It's just going to take time because I want it to be big and I want it to be... I want it to be big. I want it to be comprehensive. I want it to be good. Wait. Deb's Kiwi Farms page has turned into fan fiction at this point, and they're shipping Naomi and Lilith. Dude, I live in bumfuck Canada, and Lilith's in California. Like, what the hell, man? Okay, Kiwi Farms is actually insane, dude. Kiwi Farms is actually nuts. They like they're a good place for some information sometimes, but they also just blatantly make shit up. You know what I mean? There is no Naomi or Lilith. There's no Dev, actually. That's the black pill. Is that I never existed. This channel doesn't exist. You're all just delusional right now. Do you deny it would be hot if Lilith and Naomi hooked up? Jesus Christ, guys. Now, here's the thing, Wonderful Galaxy. I use Kiwi Farms too. I actually like Kiwi Farms quite a bit. I was 100% on the side of Kiwi Farms when it was Kiwi Farms versus Keffels. I was 100% on Kiwi Farms' side. And actually, Lilith didn't like that. But, no. I am definitely like full on pro free speech. Kiwi Farms should exist. However, man, they just make stuff up on that site, don't they? They just make shit up. Kiwi Farms is a good place to drop off information. I mean, that's true, Artemis, but it it would be nice if it was real information sometimes. Columbia, $10. Thank you. To the person that respectively criticized my comment, Islam and South America are having population collapses. In the Middle East can't sustain its population with Ukraine now offline as the food producer. Are we still all hating Dev for his pick-me stuff, or is that ancient history now? I don't know. You tell me. I mean, I didn't apologize. You can hate me for that, I guess. Wait. Dev is strangely hypocritical to being spicy and Giga Chad during the stream. What are you talking about, Titanium? What do you mean? Hold on. I'm scratching my back with a... You know, I bought like a really nice back scratcher. So I'm just like, oh. Yeah. Why is a card called Kiwi Farms? Isn't it because it's based in New Zealand? It's okay, Dev, you're still wrong. No. You know what? I was wrong. I was wrong about Pikami. She was not actually weak because she came back. So good for her. But that also means that the entire martyrdom narrative of her like being emotionally bullied off the internet. Oh, it's so no. That was also just a ploy. All right. Lilith's weenie extends from California to Canada. God damn it. Dev is one of Lilith's cosplays. Everyone knows there is no Canada. It's just a collective delusion shared by East Alaskans and the French. Oh, okay. She still got murdered. No, of course harassment's not okay. Harassment's bad. But man, I don't know. I don't simp. I don't simp for trannies. I don't simp for OnlyFans girls. I don't simp for anime girls. No simping. No simping. N-O. No simping. Yeah, okay. When you do a Monster Girl debate stream, I don't know anything about Monster Girls, dude. Tell me what you know about Dennis Meadows' Club of Rome's Limits to Growth. What do you... I don't know anything about that, Derek. Thank you for the $5, but I have no clue what you're talking about. Oh, of course, good emperor. Yes, we can just object to bullying, regardless of if victims become martyrs or if they feel victimized. Yes, bullying's bad. Obviously, I never said anything otherwise. Right? Never said anything otherwise. Here's a hot take: people who do cancel culture and harassment would be okay if their targets were not alive. What do you mean? They wouldn't be okay. Oh, I mean, they would be okay with it. I mean, they wouldn't be good people. They would be okay with it. Resta. I think that's probably true. Thanks for the fiver. It's okay, Dev. We all know people will hold contempt for you regardless, you dang fence post. That's how it is. That's how it is. Left-wing trans activists still deserve every bit of the hate they get. Yes, they do. Like, they're an insane fucking group, dude. They don't even reflect the wishes of actual trans people anymore. Yeah, so like, people are saying, look at your Twitter, Dev. You're simping for all of these trannies. You know what? I've followed a bunch of trans accounts recently, and they're all people who have just said, like, listen, I don't agree with any of this leftist nonsense. All right, I don't want my birth certificate to say female on it. Right? I don't want to compete with cis women in women's sports. All right, I don't want to do any of this weird, crazy shit with children that all the activists want to do. You know what I want to do? These people say that they just want to take their titty skittles and have their gay sex with men while looking like women, and they want to be left alone. And I'm just thinking, like, that sounds completely fine to me. That's the libertarian position. You go do whatever the fuck you want. You're not bothering anybody. You're not demanding society reorient itself so that you can, like, so that you feel more comfortable. You just want to be left alone. And that's like a completely reasonable position. I can't think of any reason against that position unless you're just like retarded, right? And those are the trans people that I tend to follow and talk to nowadays, right? Lilith is significantly further to the left than me, and we fight a lot over it on this stuff because I don't believe in like the constant, unending affirmation bullshit that a lot of trans people are peddling right now. So yeah, like, I can differentiate between, let's say, reasonable trans people and unreasonable ones, and I have no interest in seeing the ideas of the unreasonable ones propagate. I don't support them whatsoever. I think that they're terrible human beings. But the reasonable ones, yeah, like, just leave them alone. Who cares, right? Like, who cares? Leave them alone. Who cares? So yeah, that's my take. As a product of online culture to an extent, maybe. Also, the way I view it is like, I have no problem hanging around with like the dregs of society. That seems like something that you should probably do. You know, Christ hung out with the lepers. Didn't one of the Buddhas like hang around with some homeless people? You know, what how's that saying go? There's like a saying, in filth it will be found, something like that. Yeah, I have no problem with associating with society's rejects. I'm okay with it. Mm. Dev operates under the delusion that there's a rational middle ground in the trans debate. I just gave it to you. I just outlined the rational middle ground. I just described it to you. My position is the rational middle ground. Like, if it turns out that I'm the only person who actually takes that rational middle ground, then so be it. I'm still going to take it. I hang out with losers, so I'm Jesus. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there is good reasons to hang out with the losers, basically. Dev, where's the news? You know what? Every time someone asks for the news, I'm going to add 1 minute onto the timer for that as well. You have all chosen this path. You have all chosen this path. That's not the debate the activists are having. Well, fuck them. They're retarded. I like this talk, so where's the news? The middle ground is behind closed doors and consenting. Exactly. News. Oh, they're adding up. Oh, it's all adding up, guys. More. I think everyone just wants to hang out now for a while. All right, let me just count here. Hold on. Let me start counting. How many minutes am I going to add to? How many minutes? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, we're going to be here for fucking ever. Don't add too much because then you can't play Zelda. Black Kiwi, $5. Thank you. I'm going to go listen to Dev in the chat spurg back and forth while I build my 1/12 scale stormtrooper and think about my communist cat girl future. Oh, nice. Have fun, man. All right. Oh, hey, Ben. Thanks, man. Welcome. Why is Dev counting? I'm counting all the minutes I'm adding up. Okay. You can delay as long as you like if I'm still going to leave for such an Adams stream. God damn it, Tidge. Tidge, why am I a second stringer to you? I'm going to have to give you more lovin'. My opinion just coincidentally happens to be the middle ground because I have defined my opponents as such, and my opponents are schizo posters. Listen, Artemis, just because you're a schizo poster doesn't mean that you're my opponent, dude. Mind you, Dev, you're not allowed to leave for all the allotted minutes. I don't make the rules. Oh! Here, hold on. Run, Tidge, run. Wait, you're worried about me lately, and you're frustrated. What are you fucking talking about? Yeah. Hold on. There's one thing I gotta do real quick. Hold on just a second. Okay. Sorry, chums, sorry. Sorry, chums, sorry. No Stitch and Adam yet? I guess I'll watch Dev. Hey, J-Mac, how's it going, buddy? Stitch and Adam only stream twice a week. I watch your content almost every day. As soon as the news starts, I'm leaving. What? I'm not as handsome as Adam and not as well-spoken and as enlightened as Stitch. God damn it. No! I've become a Stitch and Adam second stringer. What a terrible fate. Give me a moment, okay? I gotta set something up real quick. What is this? Huh? Oh. This. Okay. Okay, fixed. Timcast knows who you are. Phil watches your videos and streams. Who's Phil? Thanks. Thanks, Tidge. Hey, J-Mac, I've seen some of your pictures, J-Mac. You're actually, like, pretty ripped. I gotta start losing some weight, too. I'm only getting fatter doing this internet thing. As soon as Naomi gets better and is all healed up from the surgery, we're gonna hit the beach, like, every weekend and do a bunch of swimming. Dev, the such an atom orbiter. No! The insulation in Sitch's walls isn't as tasty, so you have that going for you. Listen, guys, you have to understand. God. You know what? No, I'm not gonna. Okay, hold on. Let me. I'm trying to boot something up here real quick. We're like 5 minutes from the beach. Naomi, I gave an update to Naomi earlier. She is not eating solid food. She's eating liquid food. Naomi is eating like soft foods, like mashed potatoes, and soup. She's not yet able to eat solid, like fully solid food. Naomi had her bottom surgery. God damn it. Okay. Okay. I'm good. I'm finally good. Oh my god. Cool. Okay. Okay. Let's get right to it. So here's the P.O. box. I want you to send me your boxes of garbage, and I'll open them on the stream, okay? It'll be fun, I'm sure. Unless you send me anthrax, then it won't be fun. Also, you can join the D Club in my Discord if you give a recurring $5 monthly tip through Patreon, Subscribestar, YouTube memberships, or the Twitch TV sub button. Or you can give $100 USD directly to PayPal, and you will get into the D Club for life. For life. Also, we finally have an SFO Minecraft server again. Here it is. Someone built a giant Samus. That's cool. Kind of appeared out of nowhere, but all right. Seems like you guys actually are kind of building up the spawn point. This whole thing is oh, someone built some cars here for some reason. What's going on with the cars? Oh. Trucker video when? They're trucker protesting my Minecraft server. Welcome to the SFO Minecraft honking protest. This is a mostly peaceful protest. We demand nothing. I just thought it'd be funny. But a more in-depth update on the trucker video would be nice. Honking can be toggled on and off by placing or removing the redstone torch on the wooden block in the hole on top. You can just add honks? Oh. Hold on, is there audio right now? They're just honking! Alright, guys. Wow. This tree is mine, by the way. Haven't finished it yet. I haven't had time to come back in and keep working on my tree. But yeah, guys, listen, we have a Minecraft server. If you want to play on it and have some fun, this is one of the oh my god. Factory farming, guys. Jesus. Anyway, We have a Minecraft server. It's one of the several community things that I want to host as long as the community keeps growing. We'll probably do a TF2 server if and when there's demand for that as well. So yeah, please consider playing on the server, guys. Oh, someone built like a little castle over here. Man. You know, Minecraft's like 11 years old and I still love this game. This looks like someone took a villager location and then like turned it into a big castle. Cool. Right now everyone's playing Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, there is less people online than there was last time I looked in here. Probably because everyone's playing Tears of the Kingdom, right? That's fine. That's how it is. Man, you guys really have done a lot of work in town here. I'm actually very impressed. Cool. But anyway, please consider playing on the server, guys. Because why not? Okay. Where? Hold on. Okay. You can't log on right now? Well, here's the thing. I did have to change the IP address, so... IP address has changed. I change it in this stream. I change it on the Discord. Let's look at some things that I've saved up. Let's look at some things that I've saved up over the course of the week. Here's an update on our good friend, Sam Brinton. Ex-Biden nuclear official Sam Brinton arrested in the third luggage theft case. So, I guess this guy's career is like well and truly fucked at this point because the first two, he avoided the first two charges. He avoided prison time by like getting some sort of plea deal where he had to do like psychological evaluations and He lost his job at the Department of Energy, and now there's a third time. So, former Biden administration nuclear waste official Samuel Brinton was arrested on Wednesday in connection with a luggage theft incident at the Reagan National Airport in Arlington, Virginia. The arrest marks the third time Brinton has come into legal peril over stolen luggage. Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority police executed a search warrant May 17th in Montgomery County in connection with allegations of stolen property and luggage from Reagan National Airport that was brought to the department's attention in February of 2023. Oh my God. Okay. He was taken into custody on Wednesday pending charges of grand larceny. I wonder how many times he stole things, and it's just gonna keep coming out. Like more luggages are gonna be discovered. You know, he can't keep getting away with this. Oh, he's not. Yeah, Agent 47 fell off. Oh my God. So he had initially faced extradition to neighboring Virginia, but Maryland court records show Brinton voluntarily waived the extradition issue. He was the February 2023 luggage theft incident at Reagan National Airport comes after Brinton was charged with stealing a passenger's luggage at the Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas, Nevada in July 2022, and stealing another person's luggage at the baggage claim area of the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport on September 16th, 2022. Brinton would have already been dealing with courts and lawyers from the two prior luggage theft incidents when the DCA luggage theft incident occurred. So, it wasn't like he's been stealing and stealing and stealing and finally got caught and stopped. He was already in court for these 2 previous thefts when he stole again in February of 2023. What the fuck? Yeah, this Uncle Fester looking motherfucker. And of course, who is Sam Brinton? If you've watched my videos, you know. But the TLDR is that he worked for the Office of Nuclear Energy in Biden's administration. He had a top secret clearance, and he received a $178,000 salary. Prior to the Department of Energy role, he had been a drag queen and an LGBTQ activist. He had spoken on college campuses about kink and had advocated puppy dog BDSM fetish roleplay for college students. Now, he faced up to 15 years in prison for the first 2 luggage theft cases, but he avoided incarceration because he had to pay restitution and stay out of trouble. And he was also ordered to undergo a mental health evaluation and write a letter of apology to the owner of the stolen luggage. He failed to obviously do this, so with this 3rd theft, maybe he's actually going to jail. Maybe. Oh yeah. This is a fashion designer. This individual here she makes like black fashion. You see this necklace thing? Yeah. Sam Brinton wore it. High profile. Yep. She designed this this kind of like elegant burqa looking thing, a pink hijab event. And Sam Brinton wore that. Yeah. Sam Brinton's just stealing luggage, guys. Wow. Flatulent passenger forces plane to land with police called to remove 4 flyers after a fight erupts on board. That's got to be some high quality gas erupting from this guy's asshole. A plane was forced to make an unscheduled landing after a fight broke out on board when a passenger refused to stop passing wind. 2 Dutchmen sitting next to a flatulent traveler reportedly asked the man to stop breaking wind on the Transavia Airlines flight from Dubai to Amsterdam. Wait, Dev got on the news? Fuck you. When he refused, airline staff allegedly failed to fully resolve passengers' complaints. A fight then erupted between the 3 men, forcing the pilot to perform an unscheduled landing at the Vienna airport. Police reportedly removed 2 men and 2 women from the plane. The women, who are believed to be sisters, described the removal as humiliating and denied any involvement in the fight. We had no idea who these boys were. We just had the bad luck to be in the same row. We didn't do anything. All 4 passengers were released without charge, but were banned from flying with Transavia. The passenger suffering from wind or making everyone else suffer. The passenger suffering from wind was allowed to stay on board. A spokeswoman for the airline told De Telegraph, "That is unacceptable. Our crew must ensure a safe flight. When passengers pose risks, they immediately intervene. Our people are trained for that. They know very well where the boundaries are. Transavia is therefore square behind the cabin crew and the pilots." Wow. Imagine, farting so badly that you cause a flight to have to land and a fight to break out on the plane. Outdated server. Listen, you can download older versions of Minecraft right in the Minecraft launcher, dude. Okay. Under the leadership of Governor DeSantis, the state of Florida has become hostile to Black Americans and is in direct conflict with the democratic ideals that our union was founded upon. What the NAACP issues travel advisory in Florida? What is this bullshit? Today, the NAACP Board of Directors issued a formal travel advisory for the state of Florida. The travel advisory comes in direct response to Governor Ron DeSantis' aggressive attempts to erase Black history and to restrict diversity, equity, and inclusion programs in Florida schools. Florida is openly hostile towards African Americans, people of color, and LGBTQ plus individuals. Before traveling to Florida, please understand that the state of Florida devalues and marginalizes the contributions of and the challenges faced by African Americans and other communities of color. This is retarded. Dude, like, you know what a travel advisory is for? Is when there's like a war in an area, or if you're like you're a member of a minority and you go to a place and you're gonna get lynched. That's not gonna happen in fucking Florida, all right? Black people live in Florida just fine. Based Florida man did what? Yeah, like, this is retarded, obviously. This is just a publicity stunt. The NAACP is a shadow of its former self. It is a terrible fucking organization. Oh, the Tunisian government's declaration of its intent to deport all Black immigrants. Oh my God. See, here's an actual place, Tunisia, where you're probably going to have some fucking problems, okay? Not Florida. The Tunisian government's declaration of its intent to deport all Black immigrants has prompted controversy. News outlets have rushed to ask average citizens their view on the matter. Here's what this senior Tunisian gentleman had to say. Okay, this is has subtitles, so we'll have to listen in and watch it, okay?
واخلاقهم تصلح بهم في افريقيا ما تصلحش بهم في تونس.
كيفاش أخلاقهم؟
ها؟
كيفاش أخلاقهم؟
اخلاقهم مش اخلاقنا نتاع المغرب، اخلاقهم خاصه بهم هم.
أنت تعرف منهم
So what he's talking about is basically people from, let's say, Central Africa or West Africa. They don't have the same culture as people who live in Tunisia, which is in North Africa. They're more Arab oriented, mainly due to like caliphate conquests, a couple hundred years ago or whatever. No, it was more than that. It was like what, 500 years ago, whatever. Point is that different culture, and he says that they can't integrate. They're not compatible.
شكون هكا وشفت
نعم.
تعرف منهم شكون؟
نعرف منهم شكون. تاني جدي كان يجيب فيهم يبيع فيهم ويشري. نعرف شكون.
Oh my! Did you see?
تاني جدي كان.
My grandpa used to buy and sell them, and you ask me if I have met them. Jesus. What the fuck, dude? Okay. All right, buddy. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, dude. Self-checkout machines now ask for tips in latest squeeze on customers. Tip the machines, bigot. Companies, including airports, bakeries, coffee shops, and sports stadiums, have now introduced the self-serve tipping option, where customers can leave tips including the typical 20%, despite facing minimal to no interaction with any employee. Customers report feeling obligated to leave a tip as they question where and to whom the extra money is actually going. But businesses are increasingly embracing the option to boost pay for workers outside of their salaries. Now, see, I guess if you want to insert such a clause or an option, I mean, go ahead, right? I'm just gonna hit 0. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be like, I already look people in the eye and hit 0 for tipping. I don't give a fuck. I'll do it to a machine. See? You don't simp for trannies. You don't simp for OnlyFans girls. You don't simp for VTubers. And you don't simp for robots. You understand? No simping. No simping. At the start of 2023, consumers were already feeling the frustration, as unexpected companies were not only requesting tips, but some businesses were asking up to 30%. No tips for you. Customers, including a Wall Street day trader and college students, shared their experiences with leaving tips at fast food restaurants, with drive-through service, and brand-name coffee shops like Starbucks. I feel like if there's an automatic question to ask for tipping, there should be fine print stating where the tips go. That's probably true, yeah. It doesn't have to be huge, but it should be in writing on the screen saying these tips help out employees or these tips go to all the employees, which includes management. It should be specified. Yep, I think that's true. Yeah. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah, speaking of people like penny pinching nowadays, please tell. Okay, this is from Swery65. I actually like Swery's games. I enjoyed D4, even though it got canceled. I enjoyed Deadly Premonition. I like Swery's games. Okay, I like Swery as a creator. Didn't he make JJ? Was it JJ McIntyre? That was a good game. You like? I enjoy his games. Okay, I enjoy his games. And yet, he put this out. Please tell me why we creators who work overtime every day to make video games should have to update our games for free. You all pay $10 for a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Is the world going crazy? And this is a picture from his newest game, The Good Life. Now, I kind of understand, and I kind of don't. So, for example, he's not he's not a native English speaker, right? So, if by update he means DLC, well, no, because DLC is stuff that should be added to the game later. Like it shouldn't have been part of the main game, right? And it makes sense to have to pay for DLC, right? It's a new experience. It's a new thing. You pay for DLC, okay? But if we're talking about bug fixes, like this could read, should we have to finish our games for free? And it's like, well, that comes with the price, right? If I buy a game and it's in an unplayable state, you have an obligation to finish your fucking game. All right? And if the update is like fixing essential bugs such that people who bought the game can actually fucking play it, then yes, you should have to update it for free. People in his circles pay $10 for coffee. Many of his customers can't afford that. DLC isn't the tags, isn't about bug fixes. Yeah, so that's why I'm like half and half on it, right? Like it makes sense for DLC to cost money. It makes sense for bug fixes to be free. Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? Swery is an indie, but he's from that awkward period of indie development from the 2000s, like from 2000 to 2010. There was an awkward period of indie development where the only way that like a small studio could get their game out there was by like there was no like Steam. Well, no, I mean Steam existed, but there was no like Steam Greenlight program or anything like that. Basically, like No More Heroes was an indie game, but it had to shop around for an American publisher. They finally got Ubisoft to do it, but No More Heroes was like made by a small team. Deadly Premonition, Swery65's like game that put him on the map. Deadly Premonition, I love that game. That game was like an indie game made by a small team, and it had to be published by a larger publisher. So this was a period of time where you couldn't just self-publish online, no problem. You had to shop around for some sort of large publishing apparatus that actually could put your game out there. This is before limited run games, right? So I think Swery comes from that era and still has that mindset of like he's kind of indie, but he's also kind of established. And I think that's probably informing a lot of his views here. You know what I mean? Also, by the way, you should play Deadly Premonition. It's a fucking incredible game. I love that game. I love it so much. Here's our headliner, guys. Yeah! Hold on, I'll zoom right in on it. Wait. Can I zoom? Yeah! Wait, can I even zoom more? Yeah! Okay. I spent $64,000 on my demonic body transformation. From glam to ghoulish. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, look at this chick. What a nightmare. Tattooed eyeballs, fanged teeth, and a split tongue are only a few of the costly cosmetic procedures that OnlyFans model Kirsten Milligan. All right, she had to be a fucking Kirsten. Kirsten Milligan has undergone an effort to spice up her look. In fact, the ghoulish glamour girl has shelled out over $64,000 on extreme body modifications, transforming herself into what many have likened to a horned hell dweller, much like the guy who's been called Satan since he cut off his nose. What? I cut off my nose to be different. Oh yeah, this guy. He replaced his teeth and cut off his nose and tattooed his whole body. Or the couple that has 91 tattoos. Jesus Christ, guys. All right. Most people think I'm demonic. I have modified my body in many ways. Milligan, whose before photos reveal a much more demure girl next door visage, continued. I have tattoos everywhere, including my eyeballs, a split tongue, fanged teeth, lipo 360, and 2 breast augmentations. So here's how she looked before. You know? Regular girl, nice girl. Seems like she would do OnlyFans, but you know, if you bumped into her at the university and she wasn't doing OnlyFans, you'd probably want to date her, right? You know? And now, guys, fellas, would you? Think about it though. Think about it, all right? The blowjob from that tongue. What do you think? Would you? No. Look at the tongue though, dude. No, she's cute. I can fix her. No. No. Still would. The teeth? Yeah, the teeth though. Yeah. She can lick both sides of the tip at once. All right. Milligan, a professional tattoo artist. First, began altering her appearance as a minor, getting her inaugural tattoo at 14. Since then, the untamable brunette has become almost unrecognizable to her loved ones, who Milligan has said have grown to embrace her wild style. My family and friends are very supportive of anything I want to do, but initially they were shocked. But they're used to it now. Like, look at this. Completely normal girl. No problem. Right? She's a cutie. You'd probably want to date her. And here she is now. I mean, there's still some booba there, but come on, dude. Lord, give me strength. You know what? Even here, in this picture, it's not so bad. Like, this is like, what the fuck? The reactions I've got since I've started sharing my journey online are 50-50 love and hate, but I just don't let it get to me. Okay. Fans often stop for a picture, but judgmental haters occasionally attempt to shame her with an ugly look, but she happily ignores the shade. People think that I have no family or money. They put all these stereotypes on me, and I shut them all down. And despite already making drastic revisions, she said that her physical reconstruction is nowhere near finished. The most painful modification was my tongue being split. It makes getting tattooed seem like a piece of cake. I plan to tattoo more of my body and get more surgeries. Those eyes are fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, Jesus. Like, imagine seeing this creature in the grocery store shopping for food. Like, what the fuck? What is this? Oh, yes, this is actually important. New things to beware on the internet. On May 3rd, Google released 8 new top-level domains. These are new values like .com, .org, .biz domain names. However, there are 2 new extension names, .zip and .mov. Okay, so for example, when you go to like www.google.com or youtube.com or a .net site or a .org site or a .ca site if you're Canadian or like a .co.uk site if you're in the UK. There are all these domain names that lead to sites, and they're meant to go to very specific types of things, but it's generally just used as whatever, right? Like org is for organizations, .com is just for a regular website. Japan is like, yeah, .jp or .jpn. However, the internet now has a few new domain names, .zip and .mov. The issue is that zips and MOVs are already file extensions, right? So, for example, this actually we'll point it out here. Yeah, this means that typing out a file name could resolve into a link that takes you to one of those new URLs, whether it's in an email or on your Tumblr blog post or on a tweet or in File Explorer on your desktop. What was previously plain text could now resolve as a link and go to a malicious website where people are expecting to go to a file and therefore download malware. So, like, imagine this. I'm at here. I think where's the example? Where's the example? Okay. Yeah. So, this person made a website called Microsoft-Office.zip. And when you go to it, it gives you a Microsoft login page, but it's not the real one. It just looks like the real one. And you can just type in your Microsoft account information, and then the site now has your Microsoft account information. And all you have to do is now post in an email, send it to someone. You just say, hey, I know you wanted a copy of Microsoft Office. Here it is. Microsoft Office .zip. And that turns into a link in an email. And now someone can click on it. And if they're stupid, they'll put their account information in, and then they'll lose their information. So because .zip and .mov have become domain level names and not just file extensions, it is much easier to get scammed now. It's much easier to get scammed. So, check this out. I've attached familyphotos.zip. It was great to have everyone together. And then you click on this link here rather than the actual attachment. If you click on this link, that takes you to a website called www.familyphotos.zip, where it can scan for information, or you have to put information in. Like, there's many ways this could be used for nefarious purposes. So you gotta watch out, guys. Yeah. You've gotta watch out. Yep. Because .zip is now a domain. That plain text is automatically formatted into a link to a malicious actor's website without them having to send you anything. Right. So here's the thing. This guy doesn't even need to be hacked, right? Someone might just make common zip file names, right? So familyphotos.zip might just be like a common zip file name. And so anyone who emails a familyphotos.zip file will have this turn into a link. And they don't even know what they're doing, you know? This is a massive security fuck up. Yeah. An IT person tries to send you an email with instructions on how to resolve a problem with a commonly used file name like install-repair.zip or install new software like Microsoft Office.zip. Yeah. So basically, there you go. Yeah, photos.zip, all of these client docs.zip. Yeah. Basically, it's a big shit show right now. This is a big shit show. Watch what you're clicking on the internet, guys. Oh, yeah. Here, we'll just, I'll mute it and we'll just play this. Lady Gaga gets a girl to throw up on her during a performance. Liberals can call it art all day, but it's disgusting and it's more reprehensible. Young people deserve better role models. You know, usually you gotta go to some sort of weird Japanese site and pay a lot of money to see stuff like this. To see one girl puke on another girl. But now you can just get it for free. What the fuck is this, dude? Like, it's okay. It's all like bright green coming out. So clearly she swallowed something that was meant to be thrown up. Like, ugh. Jesus. Kind of gross, isn't it? Why? Why? I can only ask why. Oh, yeah. And did you guys see this? This is from Andrew Tate's. This is from Andrew Tate's actual Twitter account. Okay? Check this out.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, this you never seen it.
No.
Men like you, anyone has seen this? A few people.
Why?
It's called Nuvo voice dance. You might Nuvo voice. So dance exactly like
Andrew Tate, what are you doing?
So like,
Why are you posting this?
what are you guys doing?
Oh, this
I feel like Andrew Tate had his mind blown in prison. Like he's like his brain has now dissolved into like just like a liquid floating around inside of his head. Like he's done so much weird anime posting. Like, can I find more anime posts? Yeah, man. He's done a ton of anime posts. Come on, where's the anime post, Andrew Tate? Show me. Did you start? Yeah, here we go. Like, why are you dancing with VTubers, Andrew Tate? What the fuck? Seriously, Andrew Tate's like gone wild since he's been in prison. Since he's been arrested. No, he wasn't in prison. He was arrested. Since he was arrested, yeah. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Police manhunt for a fat, naked man with a small penis. Oh my god. Detectives have launched an investigation after a fat, naked man with a small penis performed a sex act in front of a student. Jesus Christ. Officers received a call from a distressed female who said a man with testicles that hang noticeably low had performed a sex act on himself in front of her on Sunday afternoon in York. Stay in hiding, Dev. Fuck you. Dev, fuck you! Stop saying it's me, you fucks. The police say they are attempting to locate the man, who is believed to be aged between 35 and 45. God damn it, guys. He's believed to be aged between 35 and 45, and is described as being of a fat build. The female described her attacker as of a very pale complexion. Hey, I'm Italian. I'm not that pale. And the police and the force say police Jesus Christ. And the force says police patrols have been stepped up in Hull Road following the incident. In a statement, the officers said, the incident occurred at 1:15 p.m. on Sunday as the 20-year-old woman was walking alone on Windmill Lane onto the woodland cycle path in the direction of Hull Road. He then performed the sex act on himself. The man remained in the same location for around 5 minutes before making off. The woman quickly walked away and reported the incident to the police, and inquiries are ongoing to locate the man, including a trial of CCTV. God damn it, guys. Okay, hold on. The suspect is described as white with a very pale complexion, aged between 35 and 45 years. I'm not that old. Around 5'10". I'm not 5'10". I'm shorter than that. I'm much shorter than that. And he was with a fat build. He has very little chest or pubic hair, no obvious tattoos or scars, and he has what was described as a small penis with testicles that hung noticeably low. Man, fucking weirdos, dude. Oh, yes. Long-range box office forecast. The Flash, Elemental, and the Blackening hope to combine for a strong Father's Day / Juneteenth frame. What the fuck is Juneteenth? Like, what is this bullshit? What is Juneteenth, guys? Juneteenth is June 19th. It's a federal holiday in the United States commemorating the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Oh. No wonder I haven't heard of it. It became a holiday 2 years ago. All right, whatever. So, apparently the Flash is doing well, guys. People like the Flash. I thought Ezra Miller was fucked, but I guess people like the Flash. However, wait, hold on. Yeah, here we go. Cons, yeah. Ezra Miller's well-publicized legal entanglements, of course, and people don't like the DC films because they're kind of shitty. All right, I wanted to point something out here. Yeah. So, shit, where was it? Did they edit the article? I think they did. Fuck. Okay. Basically, no one likes Elemental. And I've noticed there are some people who are saying that very clearly people, because no one likes Elemental, people don't want to see original stories. They just want to see things remade over and over and over again. And the failure of Elemental is going to prove that Hollywood should just keep remaking things and not make new properties. The counter argument to that is, when you make a new property, you still also have to make it good. Like, it can't. Just making something new doesn't mean that it's going to be enjoyable. You know what I mean? So, yeah. There are some people who are saying just keep remaking, keep rebooting, keep making new things. Don't make anything new. And I think that this is going to be the argument they use, is the failure of stuff like this to push that forward. Oh. Wait. Dude got fined $40,000 and apologized for saying no homo. What?
You had to bring the good looks because you guys were lacking that?
I seen it, but I was like, man, he's just talking for the last. We already had good-looking dudes, no homo. But you know how it goes.
All right. Sure, the legal
You see,
office will enjoy that
he's laughing.
Spencer.
Like, dude, fined $40,000 and had to apologize for saying no homo. Is that not insane? You point out that you're not gay, and we're going to charge you for that. What the fuck? I mean, listen. This is coming from someone who likes traps, okay? This is bullshit. This is stupid. This is really, really dumb. Okay? Like, look at his apology here. I want to apologize for the insensitive word I used in the post-game interview. I was excited about the win and was being playful. I definitely didn't intend to offend everyone, but realized that I probably did. My apologies again. No homo. It's so stupid, man. Like, nah. Unironically, I know that I'm beating a dead horse here, but cancel culture has gone too far. Unironically, like if you're getting canceled for no fucking homo, it's too much. It's too much in my opinion. All right, it's too much. Like there are certainly some things you could say while you're operating in the official capacity at some job that would be inappropriate, and then you should be punished for it because you're not just a private citizen at that point. You're representing something. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. No homo is not on that list. That's too far for me. That's too far for me. Republican City Council member Matthew Riley of Cranston, Rhode Island, was arrested after he was found behind the wheel, passed out, holding a crack pipe with crack and fentanyl. Oh my God. Look at this fucking guy.
This body camera video shows City Councilman Matthew Riley passed out cold in his car Monday afternoon.
He's like, oh fuck, dude, oh shit.
After a few shakes from police, he jolts awake.
Oh, you were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody flagged me down about it.
Oh, I have sleep apnea. I'm sorry.
Well, and then you have a crack pipe in your hands.
This afternoon, Mayor Ken Hopkins joined the City Council President and the Cranston Democratic Committee in publicly calling for Riley's resignation from City Council Ward 6.
I feel that's in the best interest of the city, his constituents. I also feel that personally it's in his best interest for him, for his family.
Now see, this is one of those
for
cases.
the constituents of Ward 6.
Body camera footage shows Riley asking if he's going to be arrested.
See, now this is one of those cases where you should probably lose your job. No homo? No. This? Yeah, probably. There's a difference between the two.
Drugs in the car or anything like that?
No, nothing.
An apparent lie. According to the police report, officers say they found crack laced with fentanyl along with other drug paraphernalia while searching his car.
I think there's a little bit of fentanyl in there.
Yeah, all right.
Riley telling police,
It was a relapse. I've been clean for 13 years.
No fucking way, dude. I don't believe
Just
it.
went through a really, really bad divorce.
Clean
now
13
he's going
minutes.
through the judicial
All right. All right, dude. All right.
These body camera video.
Fucking hell, man. I gate crashed a party for young people, and I've never been less welcome. It's because you're old. It's okay to be old. Like, you can't be forever 21 despite the name of the store. Just, like, you can age with grace. You don't gotta keep clinging to the glory years, dude. Okay. The scene was a set of railway arches, and there was a different party in each one. In retrospect, it was really easy to tell them apart. It went weird people, old people 40 plus, and young people under 30. When you first arrive at a venue, it's a bit discombobulating. Too much sensory stimulation. Very little signposting. It's a reasonable human imperative, I think, to move towards the visible bar, rather than stop to notice that every arch has a bar. This is how I and a group of friends and family ended up fleetingly in the young people party on our way to the old people one. My brother-in-law has form. Only last week was he refused entry at a rave because he had no ID. And he was last seen taking his bike helmet off yelling, "My bald head is my ID." I only know that because I was there inside the rave, and we can deal with what the hell I was doing at a rave another time. Listen, if you're over 40 and you're at a rave, you need to reconsider a few things about your life, okay? The young people were in fancy dress because that's what they're into. Old people are eccentric enough in our personal style. And the theme, I think, was something a bit rubbish like fabulous because they were all in hot pink. Needless to say, none of us met this head on, but I'm not sure that's what alerted the host to our unbelonging, rather than say our obvious not 30ness, or perhaps that we weren't her friends. Yeah, she wasn't even invited to the party, and she's like, yeah, this is like ridiculous. She was on us as fast as a security guard trying to get a chaotic drunk out of a McDonald's, but verbally, her approach was indulgent, eerily so. Do you think you're in the right place, she said? Because there's another party next door, and their music is so much better than ours. It's bound to be much more your sort of thing. Between you and me, I wish I was at their party, but this is my party. My sister and I exchanged looks, which in this dense economical interplay of siblings' facial expressions conveyed, this young lady appears to think we've escaped from an old people's home. Yes, but shall we berate her, or accept that old people's party is halfway to old people's home? And the second, definitely the second. The annoying thing is, if I had been gate crashing deliberately, I would have started with the weird people. Why is this an article? You went to the wrong party because there was two parties side by side. And the young person told you to leave. And so you left. And it doesn't even sound like you wanted to be there. But in the headline, you say that you've never felt less welcome. Why did you write this article? Like, what purpose does this nonsense serve? I mean, I never really had like a partying phase, to be honest. Even when I was in my 20s, I wasn't doing shit like this. I didn't go to raves or anything. I didn't go to clubs or bars. I know of clubs. I've been in them, but I don't like going. You know, it's not my scene. I like chilling with my girlfriend and my friends. I like playing video games. I like going outside. I don't like the club, you know? And you know what? Most people don't like clubs. You know, there's a very specific dynamic in the club. There's a very specific set of people in the club. And most people are not into that shit. For some reason, it's upheld as like some sort of party standard. But I just don't care. I just don't care about that stuff. Drugs? Yeah, probably drugs, to be honest. I did a lot of partying. Of course you did, Tidge. I assume you got fucking gangbanged at them. Okay. You know, it's kind of funny, like, sometimes I'll think about it. And I'll think, like, man, should I have done more partying 10 years ago? Did I miss something? But then I think back. And I'm like, wait, the few times that I tried to party, you know, in my 20s, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it. You know, I went to a bar. I didn't like the experience. I went to a club. I didn't like the experience. I went to like a house party where there was a lot of booze. Didn't like the experience. You know? It just wasn't for me. Even when I was younger, even when I wasn't like a grumpy old man, you know, even when I was like 21 or something or 22, it wasn't for me. I think, and like part of me is like, man, should I have tried more? But then like I think about it, it's like I did try. I didn't like it. I guess some things just aren't meant. You know, some things aren't meant for you, you know? This is just how it is. Raves are for high school and bonfire parties out in the woods when you're an adult. Actually, I think it's the inverse, actually. Like, dude, I don't know if you guys remember high school. But back before you could legally drink, at least in my hometown, because I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. I come from a small town. Kids would like get booze somehow. Their older brother would get them, or they take them for their parents or something. Like they get a hold of booze, and then they just go out into the bush and get drunk. They just run out into the forest and start drinking, or they get drugs and go out into they just go out into the bush and get high. Like, by the way, what a terrible fucking idea to be high on drugs out in the middle of the fucking forest. because they couldn't drink anywhere else. Like everyone's house was like the parents were home. They couldn't drink there. You know, they weren't old enough to go to bars yet. So they just had like bush parties, you know? And then by the time they actually became old enough to party on their own, to actually like go to bars and stuff, they're like 18, 19, 20. Then they start going to bars and then they start going to raves and clubs. But like for that period of, let's say, 14 to 18, the bush party was the thing to do. Yeah. My friends and I would build huts in the woods and then do drugs in them. Fuck. Like, I've heard so many stories of like, see, I was not a partier even in high school, so like I knew of what happened. I went to a couple of these things, didn't like them, but I heard all the stories. So I heard stories of kids who like they got a hold of shrooms. This is their first time on shrooms, by the way. They went out into the forest and took shrooms in the middle of fucking nowhere. You know, had no idea how to get back. They're completely just fucking blasted and gone. And it's like, what a terrible idea. Like, what the fuck? Like, such dumb kids running around the bush. All right. Let's continue. I was scared. The 7th grader recalls the teacher threatening class after discovering a swastika in a notebook. Prosecutors charged a Grafton teacher with making terroristic threats against his students, his middle school students. Brenda Polos remembers working in Kenosha last Friday when she received a series of texts from her son. I know he's not... Hold on. Let's say you build a hut first. Here's the thing. There was actually a ruined house out in the forest in my hometown. It's gone now because they've like built over it. The town's expanded out and they've reclaimed the forest. But there was a house out in the middle of the woods that was just abandoned, and kids would go out there and get high and drink alcohol and have sex. But it was a party spot in the forest. But okay. I know he's not supposed to use his phone in school, so the fact that he texted me was already something's up, right? Something's up, right? He said, "Mom, something's going on at school. They fired our teacher. Something bad is going on." Her son, Ethan, is a 7th grade what's 7th grade? Like 12, 13? Maybe 11? Is a 7th grade student at John Long Elementary. He told the news he was in math class on Friday when his teacher became upset and started making threats after discovering a swastika drawn in a notebook. 5 seconds later, he went on this ramble about how this was a disgrace to his people. Was he Jewish, I guess? And how he wanted, or maybe he was German, or how he wanted to scorch earth on us and how he's apparently going to cause pain in all our families. How he'd send his daughter to our house with a baseball bat and that he had 17 guns and wasn't afraid to use them. Oh my God. I was scared. I had never heard a teacher say that to me or any kids before. According to a criminal complaint filed Monday afternoon, David Schroeder, that sounds German, David Schroeder of Grafton was charged with terroristic threats. So the school never contacted law enforcement. The police only became involved more than an hour after the incident when parents contacted police, saying that they were concerned their children weren't safe with Schroeder in the community and with admitted access to guns. After police arrived at the school, the entire class was sent home early. It was chaos. There was a lot of kids in the office area, panicked parents coming to get their kids. The police contacted Schroeder, who voluntarily turned himself in and was arrested. In court Monday, the prosecutor said he was particularly concerned that Schroeder mentioned that he had a number of firearms. The judge did not take Schroeder's actions lightly. The time when somebody can blow off steam and have a meltdown, that bird has flown a long time ago. Oh, no, he was Jewish, okay. According to the complaint, Schroeder told the students that he was Jewish, that all Jews have guns, and that he had 17 guns in his basement, and he would fuck them up. He bonded out of jail on Tuesday. As a condition of his bail, he was ordered to first turn over any dangerous weapons to the police. The principal indicated to police that Schroeder was already under investigation for other concerning or inappropriate behavior towards the students. Oh my god. So, yeah. Police say they're still investigating who made the swastika drawing. It's a fucking drawing. It's a kid who makes a drawing, all right? Like, I don't know a single kid who, once they first realize the fun in being an edgy little shit, doesn't draw a swastika on something, all right? So many kids have drawn swastikas on like pieces of paper or on their desks or in a school book, all right? They're just being assholes. They're just being assholes. So to blow up at a 7th grader, again, what is it, 11 or 12 years old? To blow up at a 7th grader because one of them drew a swastika and threatened them with fucking 17 guns. That is too much. Oh god, the Hylian Juggalo. Of course he's out. He's a chosen. No, dude. He made bail. He got a bond, man. Stop. Anybody of any race would be able to make bail or get a bond. This is not because he's Jewish, you fucking weirdo. All right? I remember drawing pentagrams in the 5th grade. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, exactly. It was the 90s. But I went to school in the 90s too. There were wieners and swastikas and pentagrams on the corners of every single school paper. Exactly. Link is a gay icon, and Zelda fans know it. So listen, I've watched my fair share of Link trap porn, okay? There's an entire series called The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, where Link is transitioning and fucking a bunch of dudes, all right? But that is just fan bullshit. All right, guys? Hold on. Who is most likely to pay the bond? Who is most likely to look out for their own kind? Dragonfat. So Jews do that, and the Chinese do that. Also, Italians do that. Greeks do that. Like, there's a lot of immigrant communities that do this shit. All right? Don't be weird about it just because Jews also do it. Okay. So, The Legend of Zelda's beloved and iconic protagonist, Link, is tagged in more than 17,000 pieces of fan fiction. Among those stories, more than 300 are tagged with trans Link, and nearly 2,000 of them feature Link in a romantic relationship with Prince Sidon, or Ganondorf. There's definitely a lot of people who interpret Link as gay or trans. Wait, hold on. Fans have been speculating on Link's gender and sexuality since 2009. No, they haven't. This only started because Link cross-dressed in Breath of the Wild in 2017. Hold on. Dragon Path says it's only a problem when Jews do it. I'm honest. That's retarded and you're retarded. Okay, so. Hold on. This link seems not safe for work. Hold on a second. This is a dumb article from 2009 where someone basically says that because Link giga chads and runs away from all the girls that are interested in him in all the games, you know, in Ocarina of Time and other games, that he's gay, that he's actually gay. That's fucking stupid though. Like this article, like look at this. This article is clearly a joke article from 2009. This is a joke. But Polygon took it seriously. Wait. He's been on the minds of queer players since Zelda in 1986? No fucking way. What is this? Yeah, of course, the gay characters in Fire Emblem, fine, but like, okay, no, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild isn't explicitly queer. Oh my god, I hate these people that just read into everything, you know? Okay. Nintendo has denied rumors that Link is queer. In a 2015 interview with Kotaku, Zelda producer Eiji Onuma said that Link is not gay, he's just an odd person. Of course. However, though Onuma shut down speculation about Link's sexuality within the franchise canon, his statement also opened the door for further fan interpretation. I don't know about that. Not gay. Not gay. For decades, heteronormativity has forced queer people to exist on the fringes of society. Yeah, but he's also not gay. Okay. It's the same weirdos that say Samus is trans. Yeah. In art, it's common to see queer-coded monsters and especially queer-coded villains, particularly because of how the Hays Code prohibited depictions of homosexuality on screen. Queerness has historically been labeled as a form of depravity, and queer rights continue to be restricted. Oh my god. Prior to the game's release in 2017, there were rumors that players would have the option to choose between girl or boy Link. I remember this. I remember thinking that, like, I guess it would be okay, because you already have Linkle. Linkle's like an alternate universe Link who's a girl. You could probably just put Linkle in the game, right? But they didn't do it, and that's fine too. Like, I don't really care. The Twilight Princess manga has him in love with Midna. He seems to be in love with Midna in the Twilight Princess game, dude. Yeah. Yep. And Onuma addressed these rumors after it was confirmed that Breath of the Wild would again feature a masculine Link. His responses point to seemingly intentional ambiguity. No, it doesn't. It's like, can you have a girl Link or a boy Link? Only a boy Link. Oh, you're being ambiguous. No! Oh my god. Okay. Let's say, back during the Ocarina of Time days, I wanted Link to be gender neutral. I wanted the player to think maybe Link is a boy or a girl. If you saw Link as a guy, he'd have more of a feminine touch. Or if you saw Link as a girl, it was with more of a masculine aspect. I wanted the designer to encompass more of a gender-neutral figure. During the development of Twilight Princess, I went a different route and created a version of Link that was more masculine. But after Twilight Princess, I went back to the drawing board and decided that Link should be a more gender-neutral character. Hence, I created the version of Link that you see in Breath of the Wild. As far as gender goes, Link is definitely a male. But I wanted to create a character where anybody could be able to relate. Okay, so basically, Link is male, but he's androgynous. He's a femboy. Okay, but guess what? Femboys aren't trans. Tidge, I'm sure you can jump in here right now and say it. How many times do weird fucking trans activists come in and say that femboys are trans and therefore you're trans and you need to come out of the closet and just admit it? Or they say that your femboyness is transphobic. I'm sure you've heard that shit. Yes, dress in drag to enter the desert city of Gerudo Town. Yes, that's where all the porn comes from. Okay, he has to cross dress. That's fine. Okay. Yes, femboy Link. Femboy Link is like, Link is pretty clearly like a femboy in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Of course, Link's androgyny also follows a very specific and limited interpretation of the term. In the fashion world, androgyny is often used as a label for thin, white, able-bodied, AFAB people who wear masculine clothing. Yeah. Do you want Link to be like a fat, disabled, like Link's Link's fat in a wheelchair rolling off the Sky Islands in Tears of the Kingdom? Here we go. We're going on an adventure, guys. rolls off the island, pulls out like some kind, like the wheelchair unfolds into a Zonai device so you can fly away. Fucking stupid, dude. He has flirtatious banter with Prince Sidon. I mean, yeah, that's true. He does have flirtatious banter with Prince Sidon, but he also just has banter with Prince Sidon. Wait, hold on. Prince Sidon is widely considered to be a queer-coded character of his own. Doesn't he get married? Like, isn't Prince Sidon married to a girl and has like a Zora kid? All right. They're really trying to just like, hold on. Happy Pride Month. This is from 2018. Happy Pride Month. Here's a list of indisputably queer characters. Let's see. What's on the list, guys? What's on the list? Hudson? Well, Hudson gets married to a Gerudo girl in Tears of the Kingdom. Tingle? Obviously. I mean, he's flamboyant. So I guess if your only marker of being gay is being a stereotype, okay. Tingle's father, a single bear and a small business owner. Why is he gay? He had a child clearly with a woman. Keaton, a glam fox who knows literally everybody's business. It's a fox. It's a nine-tailed fox. All of the Carpenters in Ocarina of Time. Again, they're just flamboyant. You're just taking the obvious stereotype and saying that, oh yes, actually, all gay people are flamboyant. Twinrova. But Twinrova was Ganondorf's mother. So clearly, she fucked a guy. Okay. Villia, Breath of the Wild, the series' first trans woman dedicated to helping her sisters. Now, I can actually buy this one. I don't think that Villia is trans, but Villia is clearly some type of queer, right? Because wasn't Villia's story is that like he wanted to pass and sneak into Gerudo Town? Wasn't that his whole thing? Zubora and Gabora. No, I don't think this is the case either. Wait. Aghanim and Yuga. Sorcerers are canonically homosexual. No. What the they're just making shit up. Again, they're just taking flamboyant characters and saying they're gay. Oh no. I don't know if you guys understand the implication of this one. Okay. Indisputably queer characters. So not gay, not trans, but queer specifically. So some form of let's say othered sexuality, okay? In Skyward Sword, this little girl, who's like 6 or 7 years old, goes missing. And she's believed to be kidnapped by a demon. This demon here, in fact. And when you find her, you find that she's actually very happy just living with her adult demon friend. And they hang out all the time. So, what makes this not just some sort of strange adult-child friendship? What makes it queer exactly? Because if it's just an adult-child friendship, that's one thing. But if it's queer, And how is it queer? Why do you think this is a queer relationship? What specifically are you talking about here? Okay. Yep, just random fucking people. They're just the pirates. Yeah, fine. Oh yeah. I guess this girl's queer because she has like a bug fetish. This girl has like a confirmed bug fetish, so maybe like that's why she's queer. Yeah, they're just saying random fucking. Okay. Now, Girahim I can buy, because Girahim was like the flamboyantly gay stereotype, and he is utterly devoted to Demise. So I could actually buy this character. There's a few characters where this works. But for most characters, no. For most characters, you're just making shit up. Okay? What a terrible fucking thread. Wait. Link is even more queer in the new game. His hair is different and almost resembles a mullet, which is a style that has become synonymous with queerness. I thought mullets were synonymous with rednecks. Did that change? Have the queers taken over the mullet? Anyway, this is stupid. This is obviously stupid. People really just want femboy trap Link to be a real thing. Okay. And speaking of being a trap, man enters woman's poker tournament and wins the entire thing thanks to an anti-discrimination law. Good. Look, there's an old bearded man. Check it out. Old bearded man in the women's poker tournament. Identifies as a woman. And he beats them all. That's what you fucking get. He took home $5,555. Wow. A male poker player has triggered a debate after he entered a women's match and won the whole thing. Dave Hughes, 70, he's 70 years old, entered the Texas Hold'em event at the World Series of Poker's ladies event at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel Casino in Hollywood and won the entire thing. This happened because Florida casinos are prohibited from banning men from entering women's tournaments thanks to the state's anti-discrimination laws. Despite these laws, of the 83 players who signed up to the tournament, Hughes was the only male to enter. And when he won, people were pretty peeved. Huh. I'm playing the WPT ladies event today, and Dave here is the only man. While we appreciate the dead money, I really wish men would get what these events stand for. So I put a $300 bounty on his head, and Tamra and Noah, and Tamra and Noah matched it. Let's get him. It's hilarious that he won. It pokes fun at the idea that anyone can identify as a woman and be allowed to enter women's spaces. It's a real issue. People, yep. Obviously, I'm a woman. I can play poker with you and win the entire pot. Fuck you. Yep. The former World Series of Poker champion Abraham Korotke entered the women's only tournament and took home the pot of $20,000, beating all the women he was competing with. We just wonder if the irritated women playing with Hughes managed to maintain their poker faces. That's probably why they lost. They were just like really angry. And there we have it. That's all the articles for today, my friends. Thanks for sticking around this whole time. I really appreciate it. So, let's read the super chats. As I pull them up here, please consider mailing me a package if you want. I'll open it on the screen, on the stream, and you can have some fun looking at me, see all the junk you mail me. And also, Join the D Club. Patreon, Subscribestar, YouTube memberships, Twitch TV subs. $5 a month. Get yourself into the D Club. Okay. Let's see here. Tricky Mario, $3. I have not seen your DMs yet. I will eventually get to them. They're on the list. I'm sorry, but they're coming. Yes. Dracus Luthos, £2. Thank you. Nuclear waste includes hazmat suits. Okay. Hold on. I lost my place. All right. Hylian Juggalo for $5. You wouldn't have to update the game if it was functional in the first place. The mere existence of the internet is why games are the way they are now. Not necessarily true. Games, Jesus. Games definitely launched with bugs. Oh my god, I'm fucking hiccuping. Games definitely. Oh, Sparkles is leaving. No. Okay. Games definitely launched with bugs before, for sure. Sean King, $2. Somebody has some daddy issues. That Rift person for $5. Actually, hold on. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go to the washroom. Okay. I'll be back shortly. BRB. Sorry for the extra wait. Hey guys, Naomi's home. How you feeling? Okay, I'm just doing super chats now. I'll be done in a minute. Hey guys, Naomi's home from work. Sorry. You okay? Naomi is still not feeling very well. Sorry about the extra weight here, but oh my god, thanks for all hold on. Yeah, J-Max making it rain. Thank you. Very, very appreciative of J-Mac. Here, let me read the super chats before we skedaddle, because I'm probably going to be taking care of Naomi for a bit. You mean Lilith? Fuck you. God damn it. No, she's still not doing well, guys. She's getting better. She's slowly getting better. She's slowly getting better, but she's Sean King, $2. Thank you. Someone has some daddy issues. Rift Person, $5. One of the best-selling games of last century, also an indie game. Literally had to shop around for a publisher till Brunderbund picked them up. What game was that? Best-selling games. Yeah, we have no more butter. Sorry. Because I used the last of it. What game was one of the best-selling games of last century? What game was that? I don't know. Mr. Personality, $5. Asura's Wrath was a game where the final boss fight of the game and last half of the story was DLC. I recall that. That was like a fuck you. It was funny, but it was one of the first times they ever did that. C. Thomas for $2. Andrew Tate is self-owned. Yes, he is. Emperor Creatine for $2. What did Dankula do this time? Oh, Dankula was the guy with the I thought Dankula had a huge dick. Holtznader, $5. You didn't miss anything. Billiards and beer isn't bad, though. Thanks very much, Holtznader. Holtznader, I understand that you're a traitor, sir. I understand that you prefer to watch Kibbs's view of barotrauma rather than mine. Thanks very much, man. J-Mac, $20. Thanks very much, dude. The only parties worth having in high school were LAN parties. I had like N64 and GameCube 4-player parties back in school, man. And yeah, GameCube was my high school console. So as a kid, we were like running around with the N64 playing GoldenEye, and and then in high school we were playing Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Melee with 4 controllers. Fucking awesome. Tricky Mario for $3. Thank you. The state of Victoria has banned Nazi imagery. It's kind of wild. Okay, I don't like banning Nazi imagery. I don't like banning anything. It doesn't feel right, you know? You should be able to draw as many swastikas as you want. It shouldn't be illegal. J-Mac, $10. Thanks, dude. In 7th grade, I made a booklet with 100... How's it going?
Tired.
Hey, wait. Let me see your face. Why? I want to see if it's been swelling. Yeah, it has been.
No.
Was work hard?
A little.
Did you take all your meds?
Yes. Listen, I have discovered, though, that being in the office wasn't all that great.
Why?
Because I can only have one thought at a time.
Well, yeah, so.
No, I don't usually do that.
Yeah, usually I have 0 thoughts at a time.
Fuck you.
Well, what do you mean? Well, what do you mean? What do you mean?
No, listen, like, I can think about, okay, I have to go print that.
Yeah.
And then I can't also, at the same time, think about, I should also grab that thing while I'm printing that. I can only think I can print that,
Why?
and then I will go, I don't know. I blame the meds.
Is it because you're on like the pain meds?
I assume.
Oh, that sucks.
So it was only okay.
It's his trans GF, Naomi. No.
Yes.
Fuck off. You know what?
Don't hit me. I'm injured.
So, are you better than yesterday? Do you feel better than yesterday?
I don't know. I'm tired.
Okay. Well, we'll hang out after the stream, okay?
Finish the super chats so we can hang out faster.
You know what, woman? Come here.
Ow.
Okay. Let's see here. J-Mac, $10. Thank you. In 7th grade, I made a booklet with 100 ways to kill my math teacher. Some of them were ridiculous, like feeding her to giant mutant bullfrogs. That's awesome. Holtzner for $2. Not if he was black, then you couldn't afford it. What was that in reference to again? I forgot. Sorry, man. Doomcourt, $5. I'm pretty sure Twilight Princess manga has him in love with Midnight. Yeah, the game as well. Rusta 0 for $5. No, Linkle is a girl who thinks the prophecy of the hero is about her, but is so wrong she can't even follow directions. Oh, okay. All right. Why is she like a female Link then? Hylian Juggalo, $10. It's the result of letting XXs run rampant over culture. This is an extension of teen girls daydreaming every guy is gay, making fanfics of it. This phenomenon was common in the 2000s of high school. Yeah, was it the same with you, Naomi? Like in high school, there was a lot of girls who like shipped guys together.
Not really.
Well, I know you were a Fujoshi. You still are a Fujoshi.
Not like people that we knew, but like I know a lot of girls that would do that with like real people with bands.
Yes, yeah.
But
that was a bit before my time. Girls didn't do that. In fact, there was one of the popular girls was like, I don't know why you guys like lesbian porn so much because I don't want to see 2 guys together. That's gross. And it's like, all right.
Good.
Okay. Willison, $5. These people are so creatively bankrupt they have to steal existing characters and try to retcon them to justify their existence. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Like, there is some fun stuff in doing, like, oh, it's Link, only a girl. Like, that could be a fun thing, right? But to retcon it and say, no, this was always how it was. This is the new canon. We're never going back. And then what's really funny is that when the canon is rebooted again, like what happened with the terrible 2016 Ghostbusters movie, where they went back to the old canon, they flip their shit. They start screeching because they don't care about, like, they just want to be the new story. They want to be the only story, you know? Emperor Creatine, $10. I didn't get the femboy vibe from Breath of the Wild Link at all. He just got longer hair. Also, did you see someone complaining that they can't find the female Gerudo set in Tears of the Kingdom because she's dead set on Link being trans? Apparently, like, there's a Zora set that looks like an evening gown that Link can wear, and, like, it makes Link look pretty girly in that. Dev, should I send my Shadman cosplay to your PO inbox? If you want, dude. That's up to you. I DM'd you a question that YouTube censored. Okay. Let me check it out, Holtznader. Is it in my... Okay, let's see here. Just give me a minute, okay? What's the question? Hey, Dev, can you be gay if you get aroused enough to nut in a woman, or would you at least be bi? I don't know. Like... You know, if you're, like, banging a girl and you just close your eyes and imagine a guy the whole time and you manage to come, could you be 100% gay still? I don't know. It's probably like 99. You know? It's probably 99. Holtzner for $5. Not all mullets are queer, but queer AFABs love them and often wear them, which is why when they're not getting fades. I'm not a fan of the mullet. No, I don't like mullets. Not for me, man. Not for me. Derlammer gear for $5. No, Dev, bring up the City Journal article I sent you. It's an important for the Boston Hospital debate from before. I'll have to pull it up later, man. I'm getting out of here. But thank you. Holtzner for $5. They put a bounty on the guy to try to get him out. Tim Pool covered it in depth. Wait, who are you talking about? I don't know what you guys are talking about, unfortunately. Holtzner for $5. I'm happy to let my 2 girlfriends fight for my attention. Fuck you. You couldn't afford it. It was for the bonds. I don't know what any of these super chats are about. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Appaben's for Joshi. Kind of disappointed if the Gerudo set is not in tiers. There are other armor that makes him look girly, Tidge. There's a lot of armor that makes Link look girly now. Don't worry about it. You can still be a degenerate. I have a whole past stream to read supers for, but I'm doing those with Lilith later because they were a Tubcast stream, so I'll do them next time. I'll do them on the next Tubcast, okay? Listen, thanks very much, J-Mac, for the 20 gifted subs, and thanks for joining the D Club yourself. Get yourself into the D Club in Discord. Connect up your YouTube with your Discord account. Okay? Bounty was for poker. Right. I understand now. Thank you. This is why you should read out the super chats at a time. The problem is, 1, I was away from the computer for a bit. And 2, I've done that before, and it just bogs the show down if we read the super chats out at the time. Like, if I'm stopping every few minutes to read another super chat, and it just, like, stops the flow of the show, it's like, that's not good either. All right. Who should we raid? Who's online right now?
Raid this dick.
You don't even have one.
Doesn't matter.
Here, let's go raid Kibbs, because why not? Listen, though, I think I might stream some not Breath of the Wild. I might stream some more Tears of the Kingdom tonight, okay?
What? No.
Why not?
You're supposed to hang out.
You're just going to bed. You're going to be in bed at like 7. You're going to be like, I'm too tired. Once you fall asleep, I'll stream Tears of the Kingdom. Wait 20 minutes so I can raid Adam and Sitch. If Adam and Sitch were still on, I'd raid them. But I'm not raiding them because they're not on yet, okay? I'm going to go raid Kibbs. Thanks very much for all the support, guys. And we'll see you next time. Dev spends an hour defending trans people. That's so dumb, Sig Earther. God damn it. How about this? I spend an hour defending good ideas. That's how it is. Okay, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.